The bright lights and tall buildings of downtown Los Angeles setting the scene for us here tonight. The NBA playoffs continue. Just 2 teams remain. They are battling their way toward this title. Game 2 of the finals. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. So the opening lineup for the Heat. Joe Ingles is out there with Jay. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Iguodala in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Lakers, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Howard is out there with Davis. And it's Rondo in at the point guard position. And so the tip-off, it's Miami. Floats it up for Iguodala. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And still showing prime-time explosiveness at the rim. Nice catch and drop by Iguodala.
James, the pass to Rondo. Miami grabs the miss. They're coming off a great victory on Wednesday.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Yeah, not getting overwhelmed is important. Poise is something that you need to have in order to win on the road.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I got a chance to chat a little bit with Frank Vogel. I asked him how he felt about dropping game 1 at home, and he said, well, it hurt. But hopefully it will act as a wake-up call for us. The finals have a different feel, and even though it's 2-2, 1-1-1 again, I'm confident we can take one back on their floor later in the series. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Green, the pass to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Love the aggressive mind state. Howard showing how authoritative he is inside.
Here's James trying to get open as Adebayo.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Tries it from 19, and James pulls it down.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy. James has got his second bucket of the night.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. 6-point game. Floats it up for Davis, and he lays in the alley-oop.
Improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
The Heat have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. James finds Ingles. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
The Heat shooting their first free throw of the evening. Free throw good, James. Lakers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And it's Howard finishing it off.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Floats it up for James. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, and with the fast eyes, Iguodala finding the open man.
Lakers trail by 7. They get a hand on it, and stolen by James. To the paint. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter, and stolen by Howard. LeBron against Ingles. Davis. And James pulls it down. James has got his 4th rebound in this one. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And James picks up the foul. That'll be it. And Miami has possession. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. On the court for the Heat, Iguodala out there with Dragic. Then it's Jay Crowder. Then there's Jay. And it's Adebayo in at the 5, home in the paint. And the dunk by James.
Oh, and making that extra pass, Iguodala committed to running the offense there.
And Los Angeles guys shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Now here's Waiters. Passes to Kuzma. Now here's Waiters. Just 4 to shoot. And here's Green outside. The shot, no good. And the Heat going the other way now. James with it, and it's Howard picking him up. The shot by Adebayo, no good. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. They trail by 11. Here's Kuzma. James with some nice D.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
He lobs it up, and Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now, here's Howard. He has 6, and it's Dragic with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's number 2 on him already. A third foul before the half, and he may be grabbing some pine.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Kuzma finds Howard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
An absolute powerhouse down there. Howard attacks with such ferocity. It makes defenders nervous.
And both free throws good for Howard. The Heat leading by 11. Here's Crowder. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. For Miami, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
And you talk about a culture builder. Jay Crowder is a guy who is not content with losing ball games. He's a competitor, and that rubs off on his teammates.
Now, Green. He is still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Howard. Kuzma outside. Shot clock at 6. From deep, Green. And James pulls it down. James has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Iguodala up top. Back to James. And it's sent back by Howard.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense, where he makes his living blocking shots.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that, and I love that he just didn't stop the lay-in.
And James throws it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Down low, here's Howard. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Howard's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Heat leading by 11. Here's James, 15 points in the game. Over Morris. James kicks to Iguodala. It's stolen by Morris. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now the pass to Green. Kuzma outside. Clock at 6. Green against Iguodala. Green, no luck.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Lakers trail by 11. Lobbed up there for Howard. stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's James, and the dunk by James.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And so it's the Lakers with it. The Heat getting the bucket. Howard draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
Heroes checked in for Miami. Free throw no good for Howard.
Well, finally, he's getting himself to the line. He's gotten much more aggressive as the game is going on.
James misses. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Green kicks to Morris. Kuzma outside. Back to Morris. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Morris has got 8.
Morris is such a gifted scorer in the paint. He utilizes both his height and weight to get deep inside.
For Miami, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. The first free throw is good.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And James drills them both. Lakers trail by 11. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Lakers was phenomenal. He scored 46 points and did his job on defense with an impressive number of steals. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Yeah, Greg, it's all about getting into a comfort zone early. When he does that, he can be very difficult to contain the rest of the way.
Shots good by Hero.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Against Waiters. From the baseline. And it's Miami with the rebound. James has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And he gets it to go. Adebayo's got 4 points this quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
On the wing, Green. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Raiders on the wing. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Clock is at 3. For 3. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. You look at James, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists. And, of course, LeBron James, several spots down.
I think these two guys are having a little personal competition here in the playoffs to see who will finish with the most assists.
Wow, Morris is a great stretch 4. Spaces the floor beautifully. You can't lose him out on the perimeter.
Here's James, and the dunk by James.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? And the Lakers call time here. You look at James, what a contribution.
He's running wild. They had to call a timeout just to take away at least some of his momentum.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the Lakers. Rondo comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Miami. Jimmy Butler comes in for Goran Dragic. Now here's Howard. 14 points for him.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that 3rd foul.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game. That free throw, no good.
Well, free throwing was never the strength of Howard's game.
James checked in for the Lakers. So he can't get either to fall. James against Green. Ingles passes to James. Great D that time from Howard. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. It's a 13-point game. Lobbed up there for Howard. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. off his leg, and the ref saying he kicked it. And the Lakers making a change here. McGee's checked in. Heat also with a sub. Nunn's checked in. James dishes to Ingles. So it's the Lakers now. LeBron passes to McGee. Kicks it to Rondo. Now the dish to LeBron.
You got to be careful around James. Always looking to get to the line whenever you can.
And he hasn't cashed in on his chances at the line, only making one free throw. First one falls for him. 8 seconds left to play here in the half. LeBron with it. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, it could be one of those epic games, but we still have a long way to go.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for the Lakers right now, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Butler kicks to James. Floats it up for James. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Rondo scanning the floor. 6 to shoot. Green left side. That one goes in. Green's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, I'm surprised that D isn't respecting his mid-range game more. They ought to be. I bet you they will be soon.
Butler dishes to James. Outside Butler. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And James throws it down.
Well, I think Jimmy Buckets has underrated vision. He's more than capable of spotting open teammates and distributing accordingly.
James, the pass to Davis. Lakers passing it around. Rondo finds Davis. No good there. Now the Heat take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Adebayo. And it's sent back by Howard. James against Ingles. Right side Davis. Howard trying to free himself up. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Anthony Davis. Butler kicks to James. Outside Butler. Back to James. Passes it to Adebayo. Another shot, and Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
And they'll keep possession. The shot's good. Miami's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, and nailed 5 of them. Davis against James. Back to Ingles. And Davis sends it back. And here's Rondo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. inside for the lead. Rebound by the Heat. James has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Butler passes to James. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover would drive a coach crazy.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James. Then for the Heat, Crowder, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Dragic in for Butler. Pass to Kuzma. He feeds it to Davis. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Iguodala, the pass to James. It's stolen by Davis. On the wing, Green. He's covered by Iguodala. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Now here's Rondo. And there's the pass to Howard. From deep, Green. That one misses. The Heat have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Dragic dishes to James. To the inside. And it's sent back by Howard. Kicks it out to Iguodala. 4 on the clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. Trying to end the drought. No good from Dragic. For Los Angeles, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4-10 on their shots in the second half so far. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Well, you don't see that very often. A wide open three is usually like a layup.
Adebayo passes to James. And it's sent back by Howard. Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. You look at James, no doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Morris is checked in for the Lakers. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Lakers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Oh, that's blocked. Crowder against Kuzma. Green with the block. And pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. Green leading the charge.
So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you got to give them credit for coming back.
Dragic kicks to James. Dishes to Crowder. And stolen by Kuzma. Pushing it up. Feeds it to Morris. For the lead. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Waiters is checked in. And Miami also making a switch. Nunn's checked in.
Some great awareness being shown by Crowder. Spotted the open man and made a fantastic dish.
And James picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. LA's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. To the middle. Here's Kuzma. James knocks it away. Outside Dragic. Heat moving the ball around. James in the post. He's against Morris.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Here's Waiters, knocked loose, and stolen by James. Nunn passes to James. Adebayo with the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now Rondo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Waiters outside. Morris left side. And Morris throws it down.
The size of Morris helps him down low, especially when he decides to sky high for the play.
Miami leading by 4, and they double up James. To the paint. Over Morris. And the dunk by James.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Rondo passes to Morris. Ball's knocked loose. It's hauled in by the Heat. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's James. Good work there as it goes. James has got 33 points.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And here are the Heat. They're on a 12-4 run. Down low, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. JaVale McGee's checked in for Markieff Morris. Lakers trail by 8. Rondo passes to Waiters. Taken away. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The first one called. And Tavius Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. And Miami also making a switch. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Crowder.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Out to the right wing. Rondo kicks to Kuzma. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got his 3rd assist on the night. James, the pass to Olynyk. Back to James. Here's Akmoa. Miami no good on that time either. Outside Rondo. Lobbed up there for Howard. That shot missing.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Oh, great instinct. Relentless. Seems like he's getting to every miss.
Olynyk with the steal. The drive by James. And the dunk by James.
You can count on Olynyk to move the ball quickly when he spots an open teammate. And that feed was phenomenal.
Pass to Rondo. Kuzma outside. 5 to shoot. Floats one up. Out to the right wing. To the paint. Here's Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
What focus from the veteran. Howard's used to the physical contact. He welcomes the chance to score through.
And the Lakers making a change here. James is checked in. Free throw good, Howard. The Heat leading by 6. Floats it up for James. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Rondo passes to McGee. James. And finished off by Lebron.
You think of all the different images in your mind over the years of James attacking the rim.
Miami's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Back to James, and James throws it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now here's LeBron, defense right on him. Howard with it. He's picked up by James. 5 on the clock. Yep, it goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 6, and the basket from LeBron.
The biggest fear any opponent has, I mean, watching LeBron go to work inside, I mean, you know what the results are going to be.
Hero passes to James. Pass to Nunn. Rebounded by McGee.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the ball.
13 feet away. And again, LeBron missing. The Heat leading by 6.
And if they're thinking, they can get a 2-for-1 here.
The just have to manage the clock correctly. And sometimes it's easier said than done if you also want to get a good look.
And contact on the... And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off. And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense... Davis is checked in for Kyle Kuzma, and Miami making a change here. On the court for the Heat, they've got Iguodala, Jay out there with Bam Adebayo, and it's Joe Ingles, and it's Butler in at the shooting guard.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
James looking it over. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here, and the slam dunk by McGee. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
You see why McGee's teammates pop it up his way, because they know he can go up and get it.
And it's Washout with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Danny Green, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And here are the Heat now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
And Kevin, this is why his teammates respect him. The hustle, the energy. Gotta love it.
Howard dishes to LeBron. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And don't do it, going for that pump fake. James has it just impeccable, fooling the defense night in and night out.
And both free throws good for LeBron. Miami leading by 9. On the wing, it's Iguodala. The feed to Butler. James, the pass to Iguodala. Floats it up for James. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Green with the ball. And it's Iguodala picking him up. Here's Rondo. Los Angeles with another miss. And so James will bring it up for Miami. Pass to Butler. And again, the turnover by the Heat.
An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession wasted.
Lakers trail by 9. Outside Rondo. James outside. He kicks it to Green. 6 on the shot clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Green. 15 points for LeBron.
I like how James shoots off the pass. He knows how to catch the D by surprise.
Double up James. The pass to Adebayo. 3-pointer, Butler. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. LeBron's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And the wide open shot from Green. No good with the triple.
Oh, that's just a lucky break from deep there. Keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Howard with the steal. Last break, the Lakers. And Davis throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right, and I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game changers. Oh, forget about 3-pointers. Give me a look from right in tight. I'll take it all day long.
Rondo passes to Howard. That's tipped and stolen by James. The finish. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on LeBron James.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. And here's Rondo. James outside. And they double up LeBron. Just 5 to shoot. Green inside the three-point line, and James pulls it down.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. His emphasis isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Here's Rondo. He dishes it to Davis. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
But look at the basket guy still shaking. James kicks the butt. Back to James. Inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. The Lakers making a switch here. Caruso's checked in.
On the 30th pick in the 2011 NBA draft. It's been great to see Butler blossom into a perennial all-star.
Lakers trail by 8. Outside Rondo. Pass to LeBron. Over Ingles. James misses. The Heat have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And the Lakers call time here.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
Bradley's checked in for Los Angeles. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
LA's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. To the inside, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Excellent court awareness. James has always had terrific instincts as a playmaker.
James finds Iguodala. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 8th assist in the game. Ingles against James. Makes it off the glass. James has got 10 points here in the second half.
Such blinding speed on the drive. I mean, James is a force of nature when he's on the attack.
To the middle, here's Iguodala. Drops in the layup for 2.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
James against Davis, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. Rondo kicks to James, releases. That one wide left. The Heat leading by 11. And stolen by LeBron. It's off his leg. And the refs whistling a kick ball. Time running out for the Lakers. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
That's just superb concentration despite getting hit. James is just excellent at scoring through contact.
Waiters, he's checked in for the Lakers. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for Miami. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And the basket by Ingles.
And that'll effectively take care of game 2 here in the NBA Finals. We'll be switching venues for the next one. But right now, an important win for the Heat.
They made the most of their free throw opportunities.
They just shot much better, and that improved their confidence, I think, as a team. It was a team that believed they would make those shots.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for James.
There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double. And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
So the first one drops.